Welcome to the Tuesday edition of One's World, and as I think I mentioned in my Friday video, it's my birthday this week. In fact, this will show on Tuesday, March 29th, which is what I call Birthday Eve, kind of blasphemous feeling of my birthday being like an ecclesiastical feast. So the eve of my birthday is special. Well, it is anyway. In fact, I celebrate my birthday usually for a whole week, which I call Birthday Holy Week, also blasphemous. Anyway, the image here is my birthday cake that I made last year, which I'd actually forgotten about. It's a fruit cake, English fruit cake, covered in marzipan, then royal icing with marzipan daffodils. Well, this year I've made a simnel cake, and on Friday I talked about the simnel cake in relation to Mothering Sunday. Here's a classic simnel cake that I just pulled off the internet. And what I did was I took a cake that I had made not last Christmas but the Christmas before, and stored for a year in brandy, and then didn't get round to eating this Christmas because I was full of other Christmas delights. So I pulled it out now, and I have covered it with a mixed berry preserve. You can see it here with the preserve on top of it, and here's the jar of the preserve. And then what I did was I made marzipan by taking ground almonds and mixing them together with a little bit of rose water and just some plain water to form a kind of sort of almondish dough, and used my food processor to do that, but then stored it in the refrigerator overnight. And then today I pulled it out, and the first thing I did was to draw a circle on some baking paper that's the same size as the top of the cake. That is, I used the cake tin to draw around, and then put the marzipan on top, and then used a new rolling pin which I just bought. I used to use all kinds of bottles and various round things to roll out pastry and stuff. Well, now I've got a rolling pin. Here it is, and here's the pastry, and here's the circle that I drew. And so I placed the marzipan in the circle and then rolled it out to a reasonable thinness. I don't want too much marzipan. And then cut a circle, placed it on the cake, and then I actually drizzled a little bit of icing sugar and cinnamon and allspice on the marzipan. Then I made some marzipan balls. I used an orange coloring, but I left it kind of mottled. I'm not sure you can see really in the photograph, but the balls are not like uniformly orange. I wanted them to be more marbled, and made the cake. And so that's my birthday offering to myself, as opposed to this cake, which my friend Monica bought for me and gave me on Saturday when we had lunch together. So I've now got two birthday cakes, which is probably two more than I need. And now what I'd like to do is just show you a little bit more kind of like wandering around and looking at various things in my neighborhood and in the center of town. And I'm going to do the same on Friday after my birthday's over. I'll show you how I prepared the rest of the meal, which is going to be a 3-day event. I'm going to do appetizers on Monday, soup on Tuesday, and lamb, braised lamb with mushroom sauce and kale for my birthday. So here you can see that I'm right by the statue of Father King Sihanouk, who was in charge before Pol Pot took office, and then after Pol Pot was thrown out by the Vietnamese, he became king again. He's known as Father King or Prince Sihanouk, depends. Anyway, here's the drive up. The road coming out of the right was where I used to live. I lived there for 2 years. This was a really nice neighborhood to live in. I really enjoyed it. But it's a 2-hour bicycle ride from my college, so it wasn't really possible. And it had its downside too. It had constant electrical shutdowns and just not good. Okay, now coming up on the left, the Independence Monument, probably the sort of iconic monument of Cambodia, Phnom Penh, and there are activities here on Independence Day, including there's an eternal fire which is lit by Hun Sen and the current king of Cambodia, the son of Sihanouk. And I'm actually filming one-handed, so I can't keep it up for too long. But anyway, we're going to go around, and you can go all the way around, and at night it's lit up nicely, and there are fountains there on various days and so forth. But I'm going down here to on my way home, past an archway that is very decorative always. So that's my old neighborhood, and now it's just a little walk down my new neighborhood. And I rode a bicycle down here before, so you've already seen it. There's a little hand cart here. I was hoping, so around 11 o'clock there are just, I don't know, 9 or 10 hand carts here, but they stay only for about 10 minutes and then they're gone, so I can't do much about it. This little shop on the left is where I often get maybe a drink or something, a little snack when I can. And here, also on the left, they often grill fish. It's just all a bit sad right now. I was actually on my way to the market to get some fruit, so I just thought, okay, we'll just take a little walk by. And at lunchtime, which is when this was, there's lots of people on the street. Here on the right is a diner that serves Vietnamese pho, which I've never had, but I'm sure it's good. And then just I'll meander down here. I want to get to the very, very tail end just because there was a small surprise. So lots of people going off to get lunch at various hand carts, or maybe even places like the pho restaurant. Now I'm going to turn this corner. It's a blind corner, like this motorbike nearly hits me, and then whoop, this bicycle nearly hits me, and the woman on it said, "Hello." That's about the only English that most Khmer people know, and it's just really sweet when they actually say hello, which is very, very rare. Now, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it, but I did want to just say that the reason that a lot of people come away from Cambodia with the impression that everybody's really smiling and happy and talkative when they come here as tourists is because the Cambodian people that they meet want their money. It's very simple. Whereas for me, I'm a known quantity. I'm also highly respected. I'm old. I'm a senior university professor. I apparently have money, and so I don't get talked to. Anyway, this concluding image is my little treat box that I put together for Christmas. It's got a lot of things that I found in different places. Some dark chocolate digestives, some rum raisin dark chocolate, lemon and lime chocolate creams, some like chewy fruity things, and various, just odds and ends, which is my little delight pack, and will put back all of the weight that I've been trying to lose since Christmas. So I will see you on Friday with the full account of my Christmas cooking, and meanwhile, if you like my videos, please tell your friends. Please like and subscribe. It helps me to just gain viewers and up the algorithm with YouTube, and I will see you on Friday. Have a good week.